So, welcome to another virtual tour by Goldacre Estates. Today we're actually in Gandia and Morro Jable to show you a fantastic two-bedroom apartment down here. These really do rarely come up for sale, so if you already decided that you want to be in the area of Gandia with the beautiful beaches and Morro Jable where we've got this lovely little village and local restaurants that are coming onto the seafront here, then certainly this is one you need to move on quite quickly. Today we're actually literally in Morro Jable. As you can see behind me, the beaches of Gandia, taking you down to the lighthouse. It's a really high tide today, so I've got to be careful not to get wet, of course, while I'm making this video. And then if I just turn the camera around there, you can already see the walkway takes you up to the village of Morro Jable. Now this property at 2 bedrooms and at this price is a really good opportunity, and it is about, I would say, a 20-minute walk down to this part of Morro Jable from this apartment. So there you can see the beaches of Gandia and even the sailboats there in the distance, the lighthouse. And this is the Maritime walkway that brings you in to Morro Jable. You can see today there's plenty of people out having lunch. Absolutely gorgeous out here. Very popular fish restaurants. There's the church in the background up the hill, and this is the walkway here that leads you up what is basically a dry riverbed that takes you up through Morro Jable to the property that we're going to show you now. So having just walked up from the coast, today, Easter bank holiday, the actual restaurants along the front were absolutely jam-packed. Coming up here, of course, you can see it's a bit quieter at this lunchtime hour. And I just have to say, as you pan around, you can see how well kept these streets are. And also the local investment in the island has been huge during this last year. And you can see the council have invested very well in terms of plazas, park areas and so on. And this is actually the main walkway that takes you up to these properties, which are at the foothills there, in about 20 minutes walk. So having just come up from the coast then, I thought I would get into this elevated position here just to show you the walk up through the dry riverbed. As such, brings you through various different little plazas. There's lots of stop-off points along the way, different little businesses, hairdressers and shops and supermarkets and so on. This of course now is the football grounds. The property we're actually going to is in this area here. Fabulous mountain backdrops. That is the road, of course, that leads you down to the marina of Morro Jable, and of course that valley goes further up, still past the main bus station. So just before we actually get to the property, I thought I would just show you the higher part of this valley. And of course, as you come up here, there are parks like this one on the right, and in front of us the children's park here. In this area there are the main schools as well, of course, and as you come up the valley there's actually a number of eateries, restaurants, supermarkets, mini markets and so on as you're coming up. And then right at the top of the valley, actually a couple more schools, and then it goes out to a track that leads you literally up to these mountains here. The road that takes you to this property is just here on the left. As you can see, some beautiful palms here, beautiful mountain backdrop as well. There's actually a mini market on the street as well. So there are services in this particular part of Morro Jable. So here we are now at the actual property. As you can see here, plenty of car parking down this street. On the ground floor then, left and right, 1 bedrooms. We're actually going to the mid-floor on the right-hand side where you can see you've got a private terrace, which is all important these days. And then down the street, there's more car parking, of course, and it actually leads to a cul-de-sac. So actually, nobody's coming down this road unless they particularly live here. At the end of that cul-de-sac is actually a walkway with steps that lead you down to Morro Jable. First thing then you notice as you come in, the shared communal entrance. Plenty of light in here. You've actually got these skylights, these glass blocks. Materials are very high quality here, all natural stone, granite for example, anodized aluminium doors. As you're coming into the actual property, again, you'll notice tropical mahogany doors, 4 brass hinges here. And then coming into the lounge, it's an open plan kitchen area. You have, for example, washing machine, top grill oven, plenty of storage space here really. 4 electric hob plus extractor, and then of course you've got a small fridge freezer just here. If I just pan around, it's quite a large lounge actually, plenty of space here, and all importantly then, it's actually leading you out to your own private terrace. Just to give you a better angle and a better understanding of the size then. And then you're coming out to your private terrace. Again, this is a really good size here. And it's very, very private. To the left, you can't see your neighbours at all. You're looking out over the street. To the right then, also, you can't see your neighbours at all. Extremely private here. If I just go to the edge and look over, of course you can then see down the street and actually down to the sea. Coming in off the terrace then, past the kitchen, you have the accommodations, and immediately on the left here you've actually got the bathroom with, as you can see, sink, mirror, toilet and a full bath in there with shower unit. Again, tiled floor to ceiling. It's a false ceiling through here, so you could add some halogen lights if you wanted to. There is an extractor fan, of course, as well. To the rear of the apartment then, you've got the smaller guest bedroom here. In this case, it's like a sofa bed. There is a window here that looks out for fresh air and ventilation again, because of course there is a skylight up there. And there is also wardrobes here. And then at the end of the property, you've got a larger bedroom. This would have been a covered terrace area. In construction, they covered it over to make it a second bedroom. Again, this one also has that window for fresh air and natural light. And there's actually, just around the corner here, a really convenient space with safe as a wardrobe. So there you have it. I hope that was helpful. Quite a long introduction really about the area, and again that's important for a lot of our buyers to understand the area in particular. This is quite a unique space as well, of course, because you're just a little bit further away from the beaches of Khandia. You are in walking distance if you want to walk down to Morro Jable, where they have all the bigger variety of shops, bars and restaurants, and of course those lovely little restaurants right on the seafront that I showed you earlier on. Close by the way, of course, across these mountains is the Khandia golf course and those lovely white beaches. So if you're looking for a 2-bedroom property in this particular area, then really this is the latest, newest exclusive property listing here. Really, really good price. You should, of course, check for all the details on goldacreestates.com, and we hope to see you soon.